East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Farmer, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a play fake, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Kill. Turn up. Regular. Check 99.
Here's Brady. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's taken on the 25. Sheds off the tackle. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now Brady. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This complete to Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Giants, nothing.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. It's Farmer, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, ball 66.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's going to be a long...
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Go. 54.
He'll find Metcalf. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Shadow.
On third down, Farmer. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the slant. Rip. 54. Mike 54. Rip. Hey, Alabama.
On second down, it's Farmer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Farmer. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Farmer. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Tighten up. Rush in. Check 43. Alpha.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play here for Dallas.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On play action, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. Man open, that's Debo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now a give, right side. Farmer, and not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
54, right there, 54.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, it's Farmer. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Farmer. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now Brady. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until the receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Prescott on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Farmer, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on first down. It's Farmer. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Brady going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd down, Farmer nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a team.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Farmer. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
72.
Now Brady again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Farmer. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll bring up a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch them close to the spot.
The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Right there, 54.
Again, it's Brady. Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. Touchdown, Giants. Debo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Prescott now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd down at 7.
Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to... Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. He finds his man complete. That's Farmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He finds his man complete. It's Farmer. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Brady to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check safety, check safety.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the